Guys, good morning, one and all. As you know, it's Saturday and it's time to connect with you guys. So, where you guys tell me what all things you worked on, what all things you learned this week, something new, something interesting we just talk about. So, let's get started with this video. All right, give me one sec. I turn my fan off. All right, should be fine. All right, so let's get started with this video. All the questions, anything that you want to talk about, you would basically put that in the comment section. So let's get started. Let me open my YouTube on my computer. That way, if I want to send you some link, I can do it quickly. So let's see who's here. Erito is here. Hey, Erito. Hope you're doing fine, man. So what's going on with you? What did you learn this week? Let's see. Let me just open the chat here quickly. So yeah. All right. So yeah, please put your questions on. Would be very happy to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Yeah. Sarthak is here. I guess he's a new one on my channel. So if you're new, Sarthak, welcome to my channel, by the way. So yeah. So basically, we do this session every Saturday, right? Like every once in a week. You can ask me any questions, or if you want to know something, we just basically talk about upcoming trending technologies, new frameworks in software engineering, like mostly in Python and stuff like that. So that's what we talk about. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know. So let's see what Arato did work on. So I work on a leaflet vector data presented in a browser and chance to make a tutorial about it. Leaflet. Hold on, let me see. Leaflet vector data presented in a browser. Any chance about what is that leaflet? Is that like a Python library, Arato? Could you tell me a little bit about that, please? Following you from a long time, your videos are inspiring. Well, thanks, Sarthak. I really appreciate that, man. I did not know because I did not see you in the live session. I know Arato is there, and a lot of other people usually join on this session. So yeah. So Arato, could you tell me a little bit about that? Is that like a library in Python, or what exactly it is? So let me know when I have some free time. I'll read the documentation and make a video about it. That's nice. That's good to know, man. So, what are we expecting this Sunday? Every Sunday we also expect some tutorials, right? So this Sunday you should expect some tutorials on Elasticsearch. Basically, we'll be doing more on mappings, where we'll talk about different kind of mappings, nested mappings, and we'll try to develop a library or a code that can generate these mapping dynamically. Because that would be really cool. Like remember on my channel, I wrote a code that can generate Flask REST API code. That was amazing. Something like that, if I could do that with Elasticsearch mappings, that would be amazing. So that's what I'm going to work on. So let's see what people are working on. Sarthak says, following you from a long time, your videos are inspiring. Thank you, Sarthak. So Sarthak is a React or Angular or Vue. Confused, by the way, these three. You know what? Honestly, even I'm confused because I was thinking to learn React because everybody's like React, React, React. But at the same time, Vue is also gaining a lot of popularity. So honestly, I am myself planning to learn React or Vue, but I'm still confused. Like, what should I do? I might learn the React because just because it's a hype word. I mean, and I've seen a lot of people using it compared to Vue. So I'm gonna start with React. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm gonna maybe start next week, maybe. So that's my stuff. Yeah. So Maddie is here and says, "Hi sir, I tried to deploy my work that contains an OCR. Okay, OCR that basically means image to text. That makes sense. Test React using Heroku, as you told me last time, but I did not find some tutorials that could help me. Did you? I mean, Maddie, did not you did not find tutorial to deploy your REST API or website or how to deploy stuff on Heroku? Um, please let me know because I think I did a video on deploying your Python on Heroku. Let me see if I have it. I mean, if that's what you want, you can just search on my channel, my friend. Folium module, huh? I've never even heard about it, Derrida, like Folium module. Let me see what the hell is that now. Hold on. Folium PyPy. Let's see what the hell is this. Something new. So that's why we talk about this. So we learn always. So Folium builds the data wrangling strength of Python ecosystem and mapping strengths of Leaflet JS library. Huh. Manipulate your data in the Python. then visualize it in the leaflet map via Folium. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check it out. Thanks, Arato. This is something really new to me. I haven't heard about Folium before. So yeah, I'm gonna read about it, man. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. Oh, one more thing. There was this dude from Italy. So I actually connected with him. I guess I actually connected with him last week. So he basically showed me a web extension to bypass captcha. Basically, what I mean by that is whenever you go on a website and whenever you're trying to fill any form, you have those image captchas where you say, oh, select all the images with bridges and all that. You can bypass that. Okay. So there was one of the web extension, Chrome extension that he showed me. I can share that with you. But that's something I did not know about it. So it's cool to me. Yeah. Sure, Arito, I'm gonna check it out, definitely. Yeah, my internet is a little bit crappy here, so please. Yeah. One sec. Yeah, guys, give me one sec. I'm just trying to connect back. Yeah, test. You're like, okay, perfect. Yeah, actually, yeah, the internet here is crappy because I just have like a 10 Mbps speed, so it's not like, so yeah. Let me see the comments. What are you going to do today? Well, Arato, today I'm just gonna like relax. I'm gonna go to a beach with my friends and play some soccer there. So I'm gonna relax for a while today, and after that, in the evening, I'm gonna help him to move in here because he's gonna move to my apartment. And down tomorrow, I'm gonna be basically making tutorials on REST APIs and stuff like that. Oops, my phone. Yeah. So basically, I'm planning to make tutorials on REST APIs, Elasticsearch mappings, and stuff like that. So tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be doing some programming, like open source project, basically. Like I write code and then I release it as an open source so anyone can use it. So that is something that I do on Sunday. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Sniper is here. Oh, that's a very cool name. Sniper shot. Bro, do you use Kali Linux? I used to do that, but now I don't. Hiroto says, asking about programming. All right. Vishal Gupta says, hey, can you please help me in scraping Agada website? That is a JavaScript based website. For JavaScript based web scraping, you would use Selenium. So if you can post your that website in the description, I can do the scraping for you, man. I'm a good scraper, trust me. Ice cream. Wow, what a name. Hey, man. Nice. Game on smartphone. Oh, okay. Hello. Yeah, yeah, things are crazy. Um, one of the things that I want to share is basically what happened is, so I live in an apartment here with my roommate. So he got laid off from job. So now, you know, things are hard here. In the United States, it's not. I'll talk about that someday later, not now. So it's fine. Vishal says Selenium is very slow. There is any other way? Well, you can do JavaScript scraping in Node.js. What was that? There was a module in Node.js. I don't know if you can do that. If not, try to hack the API keys. I would do left click, inspect element, go to network tab. Then I would filter the request by XHR and then get the request. That's what I would do. So hey, Vishal, would you mind pasting that website URL in the description, please? So, I can scrape it for you. It should be a piece of cake for me. So let me know if you want it to be scraped. Kindly put it in the comment section, please. Yeah, the first thing I do when I wake up, I need a cup of tea. I mean, milk tea, I would say, Indian tea. So, yeah. Sarthak says, I have made a website but getting stuck with adding security layers. Anything I can do to increase my security? Yes, my friend, sure, you can do that. Is your website using any kind of a REST API? If yes, if it's using, first of all, the first layer of security you can do is make a only allow HTTPS user and not HTTP user. So basically, you can say, hey, if you're using Docker to host it, you can say you can only expose port 443 instead of port 80. So that would be the first level of security, I would say. So making sure that only trusted connections are there. Then you can do geofencing. For example, people from certain area, or I mean, people from certain country can only view that website. I mean, there are a lot of restrictions you can do. You can add securities and stuff like that. Yeah, so it all depends. And also you can save the logs every time a user visit your website. You can save logs. That way, if something goes crazy, you can go to the logs and find the IP address and sue that person. So, what is the time in US? It's 8:16, my friend. 8:16 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so इंडियन चाय की मजा ही कुछ और यार कुछ भी बोलो यार चाय चाय होता है sorry yeah, what I said is basically Indian tea has a unique flavor, so it is amazing when you take a sip by sip every morning. So yeah, let's see. What is the okay? Areto says, "Hey, oh, can I then upload my project to GitHub and ask you to help?" Uh, Areto, the thing is, I'm not familiar with that Folium stuff still, so I don't know what exactly it does. So I need to like understand. Okay, what are you building? What is the project? And honestly, won't be. I can do code review. I can improve your code style. I can review it and say, hey, can you make this into an object oriented? Because I won't be having that much time for Areto. I mean, Areto. I work as a software engineer from Monday to Friday. Saturday goes off from my groceries and cooking and all of that. Sunday, I make YouTube videos, so it's time is very limited for me. So yeah, I'll try my best to help you, man. Abhinani is here. He says, bro, what's your opinion on machine learning? Well, it's trending and it's pretty popular. And yeah, I mean, I think in future, machine learning is going to change the way a lot of jobs have been taken by ML right now. For example, when you talk on the phone, it's machine learning, website, bots. It's amazing. I mean, technology is amazing. Yeah, I would say it's amazing. Game on smartphone says, what's better, Python development or web development? Uh, if you want money, go to the web development. Like, if you want to earn good salary, web development is the. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's see. We have 12 minutes have been done. So we'll talk for 12 more minutes and we'll wrap up the session. Any questions, anything you want to know, anything you want to talk about, you can put it in the comment section, please. Sarthak Grover says, "Hey, is your MS completed? I have a plan to do my masters in abroad, probably in the States. How difficult is it? How difficult is it getting visas for work?" Uh, um, um, yeah, actually, I did complete my masters. I have my double master's degree, two separate degrees in electrical engineering, computer engineering. Honestly, my perspective is no filters here. Okay, each people have a different opinion. Okay, as I said, my opinion, Sarthak, right now, don't come to United States. Looking at the job market, looking at the pandemic, people have been laid off. There are no jobs right now. It's a very delicate situation here. The visas are being denied. There are no H1 visa till December. It's hard. It's very, very hard. It's extremely hard right now for everyone. Um, I would say hang on to your plan up to at least 2021, and you might consider then getting a job because I have seen people being laid off, and situations are difficult here, Sarthak. This is my honest opinion. I'm not adding any filters here. Okay. Honest opinion. If you want to do your MS, please do consider doing it in 2021. Not right now in this situation. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. So that's my honest advice. Oh, Code India is back. Which is better, Indian college or US? Both are better colleges, my friend. I studied in India, my bachelor's. Indian education taught me, gave me a very good theoretical knowledge, and abroad gave me actually a lot of practical knowledge. So both has its pros and cons. So uh, both are best. So in India Indians are like rocking here. Like most of the tech industry, they're like the at the forefronts are like Indian. And I mean, I would say Indian education is really good. I mean, it's pretty good. Like IIT Bombay, VJTI, I mean, there are so beautiful, like so amazing colleges in India. So yeah, that's what my point of view is. Vishal says, link scrape like this. I want to make a scraping, want to scrape rating and comments. Could you please post the link that the website that you want to scrape? So that way I do understand a little better. So is that your question? Links for scrape? Link scrape like this. I want to make scrape, want to scrape rating comments with. Yeah, post the link of whatever website you want to scrape in the comments and I'll do it for you. Uh, Panindra Jalavaram, sorry if I said your name incorrectly, says, hey, can you make a tutorial on how to integrate Kafka with MySQL? Ah, okay. I have worked with MySQL. So for MySQL, I mean, you can use PyODBC is the one of the module that I usually use. Kafka, I guess it's a messaging queue as far as I know. I haven't learned about Kafka, but I can put that in my to-do list. Thank you so much for the request. I want to loop all the 7,000 links to script. Same. Yeah, Vishal, you can do that, man. It's not a big deal. Like you can just write a multi-processing code. You can make all the requests at the same time. You can wait for the response. You can develop a threaded, full-blown threaded application using queues and stuff. So I think it's possible. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, I have tutorials on threading, so check that out. How I use threading to process JSON documents at the same time, multi-processing and stuff like that, async queue. So yeah, I think so there is something possible. Let me just turn off the AC. It's pretty cool right now. So yeah, give me one second. All right. Pankaj Mishra is here and says, currently you're working on which part of technologies? Planning to share sequential study materials on cloud or any programming languages right now? Please let me know. Currently, I'm working on web technologies mostly, and Elasticsearch search engine. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been working on. The second part of your question, planning to share any sequential study material on the cloud or any programming languages right now. Talking about sequential study, share sequential. One sec, let me. Sorry, but I mean, there's no like shame in like I don't know the meaning of sequential study material, so I'm just googling sequential study. It's fine. I mean, not everyone is good at English, so I mean, I'm not good at. My English is not that good, so cross-sectional longitudes. What exactly is sequential? Could you tell me in an easy way, please? Anand Haldar says, what to do if you are working in 3 years in an IT company, but you want to change the technology? Ah, excellent question. I think this is one of the very great question you have asked. Because a lot of time, in my company also, I mean, I've seen people working on the same old technologies and stuff like that, and you propose and you want to change, like you want to bring all the upcoming latest like trending technologies, machine learning, React, JS, Vue.js, and all of that. Um, how do I propose this? I think the best way would be I think the best way would be you should make a PowerPoint presentation like a slide and make a meeting where you would invite your manager, reporting manager, and the like the companies, whatever, like like higher authorities, and then pitch your ideas to them and say like this is why we should move on this technology. These are the advantages we will have. Show them that why moving to this technology will be beneficial to the company, how company will be more better, how the app will be working more better, faster. I think delivering those kind of points would help you or would help them also to believe in your idea. So that is what usually I would do if I had certain issues. Always I make a PowerPoint presentation and I usually present it in front of like my manager and my director and say, hey, these are the ideas I propose, and if we do this, these are the outcomes we will get. The app would be more faster, more responsive. That's my honest opinion, my friend Anand. You would do that on Raspberry Pi Code India. So You can make a Raspberry Pi voice assistant. Yeah, there are tutorials on that. Search for Jasper on YouTube, man. So you will get it. You will get what I'm saying. Excuse me. No problem, Anand. Pankaj says again, requesting you to give your YouTube tutorial on Selenium Python automation testing, along with implementation implementation of 2, 3 use cases. What is the plan? What is the plan to assist candidates on creating effective CV? Let me read it again. Requesting to give you a YouTube tutorials on requesting your requesting you to give YouTube tutorials on Selenium, Python automation testing. Okay, that makes sense. Along with implementation of 2 or 3 use cases. Okay, if you and you say, what is your plan to assist candidates on creating an effective CV? First of all, thank you for the question, Pankaj. Yeah, the thing is, the Selenium, you really don't use it in web scraping. I mean, in production at least, because it's not feasible technically. So Selenium you would only use when you are in a QA team or whenever you want to do like a testing stuff or with the front end testing. That's when you would use like the Selenium. I can create some tutorials if you want on that. And talking about the second part that you said, what is the effective way of creating CV? So basically, I work at a company, like Job Target. I made a software for them where you can search candidates and their resumes, and we have like a million trillion data. Right now, you might ask, okay, now how do you, Saumil, select the best person? Now, I have certain algorithms that I implemented, so I can give you like the insights. Like for example, what I'm saying, if I say I'm looking for a software engineer with a New York and with the skill called as Python, Java, and stuff like that, how do I select this candidate or how do I filter candidates, right? My software, how does it does? So it's very, very important for you or everyone, like whenever you're making a resume, make sure, first of all, it's a 1 page resume. You don't want to exceed more than 1 page because we have algorithms such that, okay, let me put it in this way. Pankaj, does it mean that more content in the resume, the better it is? Let me give you a scenario. There are two people, people A and people B. Person A has a 1 page resume. Person B has a 20 page resume. Does that mean the person who has 20 page resume is a better person? No, right? Does that make sense? So we have algorithms and formula that calculates all of these, stuff. So first of all, 1 page, okay. Second thing, I would say, as far as if you don't want to get filtered out, look at the job description and always try to put those keywords in your resume. Because what happens is when your resume goes, it gets filtered out through that ATS system. I mean, we do that, right? So you want to make sure that you try to include as many keywords, numbers as possible. And don't make sure you don't repeat those keywords. For example, on the first line, you said, oh, I made an AWS ETL script. And the second line, you said, oh, I was an AWS engineer. AWS repeated. So not effective. So try to, because we also do like TF-IDF score. So these are all the technical things because we do like if you have, let's say you're searching for an AWS engineer. So we also calculate the TF-IDF score of each person's resume. For example, we see the word AWS is coming how many times? If it's coming 4 times, so the second scenario, Pankaj, would be, let's say you have a person A and person B. Now, person A has AWS word 1 time, person B has AWS word 50 times. Does that mean the person B is a better candidate? No, right? We have algorithms and formulas for that, for detecting all of that. So what I'm trying to say is, first of all, 1 page. Second thing, keywords. जितने भी हो सके, whatever it's there in the jobs, you gotta include those keywords there. Numbers as much as possible. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I cannot give you more insight, but that's pretty much it. So no problem, man. Let's see. Uh, Code India. I would recommend to Google those, and I also have tutorials on that. That's a pretty very basic question. You can get those kind of answers on Wikipedia or Stack Overflow. So kindly please Google those questions if you don't mind. Vishal Gupta says, "Sir, you're saying Selenium is not effective for web scraping. I agree. Then what is the another way of Python scraping JavaScript-based website? Because most of the website now use JavaScript. Please help." Good question, first of all, because I have myself encountered when we were doing scraping, a lot of website uses JS. Um, one sec, let me think. Um, what I would do is the first thing I would see is first of all, I would left click and as I said, I would try to hack their API keys. If that option fails, and if they're okay, hold on. Here is the thing, guys. If you said like it's a JavaScript, right? I mean, we also use JavaScript to render contents. So if it's a JS content, remember, like if you are a web developer, you know what I mean. What I mean, Vishal, is like how do you render JS? Like you call an API and that content gets rendered. So basically, you must be making some kind of a call. So if you go to the network tab, and if you are able to get the URL of that JavaScript call, which returns HTML code, you can directly call that from your Python code and render it. That's one other thing. Another thing I want to say is there was a Pyqt engine, Pyqt 5 web engine, which is used to render JavaScript based contents. Personally, my opinion, I tried it. It did not work for me. There's a guy called as Sentex. He had a tutorial. I tried it. It did not work for me. So letting you know, there's something called as Pyqt engine. Apart from that, if you really want to get dirty, you can do basically Node.js scraping, JavaScript on what was the fucking module name? I forgot. One sec. One sec. I know there was a module in Node.js. Node Node.js web scraping. I also wrote a blog on that. I actually forgot what was that called. There's a module you can use. So what you can do is you can write a web scraping code in Node.js, and you can have your Python file call Node.js file and print the data on the console, and then you would read the data from the console like a pipe, and then you would. I have a video where I showed the example where you can use Python and Node.js in sync. So check that out. So those are the. JS getting JS contents are hard, you know that. So these are the, effective ways. I know. So yeah. All right. So we have 3 more minutes. So yeah, it has been 27 minutes so far, and I guess I have answered a lot of questions. So I'm gonna wait for a couple of more minutes, 5 more minutes or 3 more minutes, and yeah. One thing I wanted to we'll search and check this out. Okay. One thing I actually wanted to share is with everyone is hold on, let me show. I have this amazing, amazing notes for deep learning. I want to share with you guys, but the thing is, I can't scan all of these materials. I mean, it's just too much. Let me just show you. It's a very, very amazing because these are the notes I made from my master's degree. So let me show you. Hold on. Oh man, that's a big file. So, guys, you see deep learning. Check this out. These are my personal notes. So the thing is how a neuron works. Right from a single page neuron, like with the math equation. Okay, with all the math equation, we go with the CNN. It's totally hardcore equations. Okay, softmax equation, everything. How to derive all of that. Then you have this one right here. But the thing is, how do I share all this? That's the thing. Then we have a deep CNN architecture, entire all the math equation, every single thing. Then I'll show you. Hold on, man. I guess this is the derivation of softmax, how the function actually was derived. Then, I want to share all this material, but the thing is, how do I share? So, do you know how softmax comes? So, this is how the softmax was derived, actually, the entire derivation. So, not only that, I have a Siamese network. I mean, that's one of the best image training network after CNN. I have like a lot of material, man. I mean, you see a lot of blogs and these are my personal notes. Like, you see, check this out, NumPy. This is entirely machine learning. Okay, this book. Then I have a book called as this one, Scikit Learn. But yeah, I'm thinking to share all of this material with you lately. Yeah, so I'll try my best and see how can I share it. I mean, yeah, I gotta like scan everything and yeah, that's the thing. I also have notes on cache and all that, like caching and all that, like VLSI design and all of that. So yeah, let me put all my files in a proper place. I don't want to misplace them. One sec. All right. So yeah, that's the thing. Would try to share it. I know. I mean, I want to share all of these nice materials with you guys. Yeah, give me some time. I gotta scan all of that. Cam scanner and all that. Then I would be sharing all of that. So yeah, give me some time. I'll share all the resources then. Yeah, I did share some of the PySpark material I had from very good universities. So yeah. So a couple of more minutes and then we'll end the session today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Okay. So a couple of more questions. If you have, please do post it in the comments and I would be very happy to, assist you. Yeah. One more thing, if I was not able to answer any of your questions, what you can do, you can always shoot me an email. I know I did saw certain people emailing me for PySpark notes. I have replied most of them, but to some people I haven't replied. So that doesn't mean that I have ignored your email. I know that. Just give me some time. I was busy with something, so I have ignored those emails for a while. But I would eventually reply to those emails. So yeah, so letting you know. If I haven't answered any of the question in today's session, and if you want to reach out to me in person, you can write an email at the following email address. Shoot me an email at this one. Everyone knows that like I have been, I've been very nice with everyone, connecting with people, and I don't charge money. Um, I mean, I genuinely help people on my channel. It's not like just for the sake of saying, because if you see a lot of people connected me on LinkedIn, they had like we had session on Google Meet and stuff like that. So I genuinely help people. So yeah, if I'm free during my free time, I will help you. And yeah, I don't need any money or anything. So so yeah, just letting you know. Yeah, a couple of more minutes and we would wrap up the session today. So yeah. If anyone has any more questions, please post it in the comments. And if not, shoot an email to me, please. I just posted my email address right above your comment. So check that out. See if you can see that. It's shahsoumil519 at the rate gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, saumilshah at herokuapp.com. So whatever works for you, man. Yeah, you can connect with me anytime, whenever during my free time. If you wanna do a video call, or if you just wanna chat with me, wanna get some advice, I'll be more than happy to help you. Anyone who needs help. If I know something, I'll tell you. I'm not like a master of everything, right? Whatever I know, I will be very happy to, share my knowledge with you, everyone. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It has been a 30-minute session. So any more questions, guys? Let's wait for last one more minute, and I'm gonna end the session today. The next live session would be directly on next Saturday, that is next week. So you can connect with me at the same time. Yeah. Oh, Aman is here. It says, can we create GST software with PyQt? Ah, nice. I wouldn't advise you that. That's not like a great idea to do with PyQt. I would advise using, what was that? Eel. Like you can create like more beautiful UI with that, because you can use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python as a backend. Or you can also create a web app for GST software. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Priyanshu Sharma is here. It says, is it a rational to switch from Flask to Fast API for personal projects? My honest opinion, guys, please do the switch, because the future is gonna be on Fast API. Because the way Fast API is gaining popularity right now, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. It's super amazing because it uses async queue. It generates all the nice, what do you call that? Swagger UI. So if you have a chance, learn Fast API, please, because I think Flask was always going to be there, but Fast API is beating Flask now. That's what I think. Like in terms of performance, like performance wise, functionality wise, and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's my opinion, but yeah, up to you guys. Honestly, you should know everything. Like whatever, if anyone say, hey, Fast API, oh, I know this, I know that. So you should know Fast API, Django, whatever, all the frameworks ideally. But yeah. so much complex to create Python functions. And yeah, Aman, I agree. But in that situation, I would recommend to create a web app that you can run locally. Like a Python Flask app, because you can make much more nice UI in HTML, CSS than in PyQt. That's my advice. But yeah. All right. So I guess that's all the question that people has. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Oh, you don't want to create online? In that case, PyQt is the best option for you, man. All right. I guess that's pretty much it. I guess. Any more question, guys? Let's keep for more 5 more minutes, and we'll wrap up after that. Let's see. Yeah, then go for PyQt, man. Aman, that's what I would say. Vishal says, no thanks. When you will come live next week? Same time, morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time zone. That is about 5 or whatever India time. What is that? 8, 7, 6, 6 o'clock Indian time. Maybe in the evening, 6 p.m. Indian time, maybe next Saturday. Yeah, I only do like once in a week because yeah, I have a lot of things to do, man. Seriously, I I feel yeah, sometimes as a software engineer, I have so many things to learn. Like people are more smarter than me, and I need to work hard. I really work very very hard because you have to always be in the game, right? So if you stop learning, you'll be outdated. So you know. So yeah, I keep learning new things all day, and like before sleeping, I read blogs and stuff like that. So Stack Overflow, yeah. Ritvik Reddy says automate Python script. What do you mean by that? Could you be more specific, please? After Python, what? There's a lot of stuff, man. Machine learning, data science, deep learning. Like these are all Python stuff, right? So you can pretty much choose any of the field that you want. So you can go into web development, Flash, Django, Fast API, Docker. Then you can do data science, data processing, data manipulations, ETL scripts. There's a lot to do in Python, man. Trust me. It's just not. That's not the question. Like after Python, what? Like there is so many things in Python. Trust me. Even me at this point, I say I don't know Python because even if I know so many things in Python right now with meta class and all of that, I still say I don't know Python because there is such so much to learn. I mean, So yeah, I do have a video, Ritvik Reddy, on that. You would use a schedule module in Python, and you can do that. If you don't want to do that, you can run your Python script on a Docker container on an Ubuntu, and then have a cron job there. You can write a cron job in a so you can do that as well. But yeah, Vivek Joshi says, I want to ask. Let me read from my mobile phone now. Make this. Let's say live chat. Let's see. Let me get my specs. Okay, Vivek Joshi says, hi, I want to ask you how you think Indian companies see people with the skills. Wait, how Indian companies see people with the skills? Do you think having do you think this having skills enough is to get a job in a technical domain or a BTech or an IT degree or an MCA is an important? Oh, pretty good question, Vivek. Let's answer it part by part. So, how you think Indian companies see people with the skills? Indian companies. I have no idea about that because I did not work in India. I directly started working abroad here with a software with job target as a software engineer. So I have no idea what Indian people. I mean, what Indian companies think about people having skills regarding that point. Second thing is, do you think having skill is enough to get a job in any technical domain? Honestly, yes, I think it's no. I mean, yes and no. But if you're talking about India, the thing is, Sorry to say, but the thing is, in India, I mean, even if the thing is, I'm telling you my story now a little bit. I don't want to bore everyone, but 10th standard, I was an extremely good student. I scored 87. 12th standard, I scored 52%. And throughout my engineering, I did not have any KT. I had 50 certificates and 7.8 pointer aggregates. Although just because of my 12th standard, I was not allowed to sit for job placement at Accenture. Just because I had less marking, I was not qualifying the 10th and 12th, and your aggregate should be this. Just because of all of these rules in India, a lot of students, or I would say a lot of talented Indian people, they get filtered out. So that is something, that bothers me a lot, because even like, think about it, like, if you know every single thing, consider, like Python, Java, this, that, all of that, you know when you go for a job interview, they'll ask, oh, okay, what is your qualification, like a stupid person, that's the most bullshit thing you can do. Like, they say, oh, they judge you based on your degrees, and which is completely bullshit, because in abroad, what I've seen is people have no degrees and they are like brilliant. There are people working in Google who are not like, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation that I have seen people who don't have a computer. Okay, let me take about this. I have person working in my company who does not have a master or did not go to school. He simply went to a boot camp and he got a job. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it also depends on which country you are in and all of that. So that is something, my personal thing. Like, yeah, Indian companies, whenever you go to the interview, they say, oh, first of all, how much you scored in 10th standard, how much you scored. I mean, how the fucking thing? My 10th and 12th standard marks depends on what I am right now. You know what I mean, right, Vivek? So that is something like a crazy thing. That things should be changed, and you shouldn't be judged based on your marks or your percentage. Instead, you should be judged based on your skills and the ability to solve problems. My perspective again. Yeah. So yeah, next question we have Ritvik Reddy. How to execute a Python script? I just answered that. So Ritvik, I just answered that question. I said I have a video on that. You would use a schedule module in Python. So yeah. First Flash to learn or Django? Learn Flash. Flash is easy to learn. Then go for Django. So yeah, we'll take a couple of more questions and then we'll wrap up today's session. I guess it was a very nice session today. So thank you. But yeah, I scored pretty less in vocab. My written English is not at all good. So I make a lot of punctuation errors and stuff like that. The reason my vocal English might sound good is because I make a lot of YouTube videos. So you have to speak in front of the mic, and so yeah. So Vivek says, this is true. I thought the same. I am looking to go to data science field, but I am having a degree in tourism. Thanks for considering my query. No problem, Vivek. Yeah, that's the problem. They'll look at your background and say, oh, you did tourism. Okay, we won't be taking you. We need someone with a software engineer or computer science. I mean, like, how the fucking it matters? Like, if you are from tourism, that you can't code, like, right? You know what I mean, right? That's the mentality. I mean, I don't know. It might be wrong. As I said, I don't know, but that's what I think. Like, people, they will see your degrees and qualification. I mean, that's my perspective. How you decided to go to abroad and for masters? Well, as I said, I did very decent enough in my engineering, and I was not allowed to sit for placement just because I had less marks in 12th standard. That actually bothered me and irritated me a lot. So I decided to pursue my higher education, and I said, hey, I'm gonna go abroad and get a degree there, and get a job there. So that's how everything landed up, right? So yeah. Yeah. Sarthak says, watch a video where you connected all your devices with Amazon Echo. That was cool. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I did like long time back. So yeah, how can the students have a better reach in industries? How can the students have a better reach in industries? Which core skills they should concentrate on? Depends on, like, could you tell me, like, what field do you mean? Like, if you say computer science, then it's a big thing, because what do you mean, like, DevOps engineer, sysop engineer, network engineer, like, depends on the role, right? So each role demands a unique skill set, so you got to decide like where exactly you want to go. So data science. One sec. Let me just. I'm speaking from like continuously. So yeah, this is the last question I'm going to answer. Then I'm going to wrap up. Okay. Okay. Data science. Big hype word, buzzword, and so right now I'm talking about abroad here. What are the skills they require? So first of all, data science, you should be good at Python. You should be good at PySpark, Scala, Hadoop, then MapReduce. You should be able to write ETL scripts from AWS to read those massive data from AWS data lakes or S3, process that data, clean that data, manipulate that data, make some sense of the data, create dashboards out of it, then create machine learning models, recommendation system. These are all the things they require for a position of a data science. So yeah, so these are the things that you should know for data science. I mean, and a very high level overview, I'm saying. And of course, for doing all that ETL script, you should know Docker and all that. So having an overall knowledge about everything is very, very important in data science. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on Saturday. I hope I have answered all the questions. And if I did not answer any questions, I would please, I would recommend to leave email on my email address. You guys know if I haven't answered your email, please give me some time. I'm busy with something, so I would definitely reply. Thank you so much. The next live session would be basically on next Saturday at the same time, 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern time zone. India time would be 6 p.m. or something like that. So thank you so much for your love and support, and hope you guys are staying safe. And if you have any more questions or any more concern, kindly reach out to me on through an email or Skype or LinkedIn or however you want. You guys know I genuinely try to help people, you know. So once again, stay safe, keep smiling, keep learning, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.